Hello, creatives. Welcome to the daily pick a card and birthday reading for August 18th. If you were born today after sunrise, you're an 8 of clubs. If you were born before sunrise, you're actually yesterday's card, which was a 9 of clubs. So this is how it goes. We're going to read each card individually, then all together for the collective. Then a special birthday message for you, 8 of clubs. This is your solar year cards. They are here to help you help yourself with your manifesting abilities. So we'll see how we are going to be able to heighten those for you, give you a really good direction to pursue. All right, let's turn over card number 1. We're going to talk about that 8 of clubs energy today and what that might be to run up into the light and shadow attributes. All right, spirit and nature. Deck, we have the 4 of clubs. It's a good card to get here. This is very stable. The 4 of clubs is all about that Mercury energy. So we're going to be looking at how that communication is going to happen. And it's about the Hierophant as well. So it's communicating with that connotation of being connected to spirit and being able to channel the word that is really, you're just the conduit for it. This 4 of clubs is a very stable, very happy card. It is secure. It is having some really good, solid ideas. It could have to do with your direction of your business that you're shaping. I think this is very interesting that we get this as part of the collective message and that it's business oriented. You know, I just changed the channel name. So here we are. You're thinking to broaden the outreach for the cards of truth. Very important for me to do that. Got that downloaded message my own self. Came through my dreams and my daydreaming. Beautiful way to receive. So yeah, this 4 of clubs is sort of doing that exact same thing and being grounded in it. It's really a teacher card or like an architect. You have these visions of something that can be put into motion where it's going to benefit you as well as other people. That's what I love about the 4 of clubs. It's really a lovely card and it's practical. Yeah, it's even better in my mind. All right, let's look at card number 2. Okay, so we have a reversal. It's the 8 of spades and Rahu energy. That's what you get with the 8s. It's that 8th position. And it is all about running up into, possibly bumping into this today. It's right in line with the 8 of clubs. It's interesting that we should get all this 8 energy. They share the same major arcana card, and which is the chariot. So in this case, it is not doing so well maneuvering through what you might have to maneuver through today. You're going to be bumping into some unsettling energy. It's either that or you could be feeling unsettled yourself. So the 8 of spades is this contemplation card. It is giving you enough time. It's like a timely timeout. It's an opportunity for you to settle into whatever self-validation you need. Finding that true balance, that in the spades, that remedy or cure for whatever ailment you have that's got you feeling ungrounded, out of kilter. So, I mean, that can come across in many ways, but seeing how we are in the last few days of that Leo and that third deacon, it could just be that you have overstepped your boundaries in that impatience or impulsiveness, and it has somehow triggered someone else. And so now you're getting all of this feedback that may or may not pertain according to you, right? I mean, that's the kind of energy that we are in today with this season and where we're at with it. And we're just a couple of days past that new moon, so we're still feeling that energy of wanting to begin something new, feeling like you've left something undone, something needs attention. You got to pick up a ball or something. You know, it's that kind of energy. Restless, I guess, is the word I'm searching for. All right. So, and the eights, of course, are also that Rahu activation around the age of 42. So, and in this case, it could be Rahu activation no matter what your age. So you should go and look, see where you have what is in your Rahu position. For the Eight of Clubs, it's the Queen of Diamonds. And look and see how that relates to today and this reading. If you are an Eight of Clubs, then, you know, that Queen of Diamonds is going to be able to tell you quite a lot. And we'll get to that just as soon as we read your birthday cards. It will probably play a part, usually does. Okay, so a reverse spade. It is just something that you are being invited into, that behavior of a reversed eight of spades, or you're going to bump up into it. So you got to be thinking about what you might want to conduct yourself as. So, okay, so an eight of spades in reverse could be a little bit of that self-involved. So it's hard to get out of your own way as far as attention and placing your attention on something that is outside yourself. And you kind of need to do that. Or being trapped in unhealthy cycles. So take a look around, see if that could be an issue for you. And, or, you know, if it's tempting today, vicious cycles, what would that be? Unhealthy. What are you planning on eating today? Are you going to spend your Friday in front of the TV, or, you know, whatever you see or what's unhealthy to you should be addressed. And that's all it's asking. Because what happens with these reversals, it is a heads up about something being ready for you to be healed. It's being brought forward, your guides, your daimon is ready to hand this to you because you're ready. Whatever it is ready to be brought forward and healed, transformed, accepted, invited into the family within, and be put to good use in a different way. You got to look at reversals as something to work on, and knowing that it is straight from your guides and your daimon, because, you know, it's karmic related, that action for the DNA that you need to take in order to break those cycles. And this Eight of Spades is such a specific, pointedly looking at what is unhealthy for you mentally and physically. I mean, we could be talking about addictions. or at the very least, a reluctance to step into a healthier lifestyle. So it's not going to be an easy thing for you on this Eight of Clubs day. Eight of Clubs is a different kind of self-validating. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's look at this third card now. Okay, so we've got the Three of Spades. This is a little encouraging. That's what I want. I'm thinking of the card as courage and willingness, and it's encouraging that we would get it here. Partly because the Eight of Clubs has the Three of Spades in the Uranus position. So that's Jack energy, and it's surprising Uranus energy. And Jacks encompasses the aces, twos, and threes. So you can see we're making all of these connections with that Three of Spades. And here we are. We've got this, we call it the True Grit card. It's in the upright position. So it is the Strength card. It is Mars energy. So you can see how all of that is related to Leo. And it's the perfect timing under this 2 or 3 days of the new moon to begin something better for the betterment of our health and well-being. Spade suits, right? Remedies and cures. All right. So as a whole, under this Eight of Clubs energy. So clearly we are going to have the opportunity to bump up into the light and shadow attributes of this, which could have been a possibility anyway, but here we are. We've got it right here looking at us. So the Eight of Clubs is all about the Chariot energy as well as the Eight of Spades, and it too gets activated around the age of 42. You really come into it. You really start angsting after that position. You really want to master it. You're really interested in experiencing and experimenting with the idea of encompassing that into your own persona. So you'll get there if you're not already. And what is that? What is that for the Eight of Clubs? First of all, the light attributes of an Eight of Clubs is absolutely beautiful. It's forward and lofty thinking. It's confidence. It's willingness. It's goal-oriented and super steady and grounded, courageous even in their endeavors. It's like someone that can get in there and stick to it until the job is finished and it's done to the perfection of whatever the anticipation of that would be, and done beautifully. So Eight of Clubs is a really interesting card that they have that, and that Chariot in the major arcana is that they can do it with grace and with determination and just ease, and it's like you're the prime physical mental being with this card, especially in the groundedness of the day. That is going to be a big piece of this. Okay, so what we're doing here is we've got a lot of grounding energy, yet we are going to be put to the test. And what we're looking at here is letting go of something that is not serving us in the best way possible. It is being brought to our attention, and we are understanding that it's something that is enough. It's something that is suitable. It is even modest, yet it is something that has potential. What's happening is that we are through this reversed 8, there's something that is holding us back. And that is us in an unhealthy pattern of mental or physical. Could be big, could be small. Like I said, it could be addictions, but it could just simply be resisting the change and held in that status quo that needs to change. And we know it. We know that for our own health, for our own well-being, this has to take priority today for every one of us to understand that we have every opportunity and ability today to do the right thing by ourselves. And we really, really, really need to do that. We're going to work a little bit on our shadow side, and we're going to get outside our own head so that we can look and see what is being brought forth. It's going to be different for every one of us, but somewhere in the day you will see where you're not taking care of yourself as best as you could. And you really want to settle into that and see what comes up for you. Because whatever desire, whatever impulse, however you try to block the reception, it's coming. And it's okay. It's a mirrored part of who we are. It's being brought forth in a timely manner because it's ready to be healed. We're looking at changing family karma, changing DNA through our actions, that from here on out, we're going to act upon that knowledge in a different way. Completely clear any negativity that's attached to it. No guarantee that you're done. No, of course not. Or, you wouldn't be here. Okay, so we're ready. We're going to do it. We know it's for our own good. And even though it might not feel like it will as we move into that new, improved us. Okay. Let's say hello and happy birthday to the 8 of clubs out there. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday. Let's see what you got for the Creativity Oracle. This is here to give you something to help you heighten your manifesting abilities. Let's see what you get. Intuition. Allow the limitless power of your unconscious mind to answer your problem by using symbols, memories, and hunches. This is just such a great card to close your eyes and just draw something on a paper. Then look to see, what is it, the Rorschach prints, and see if you can decipher anything out of your scribbling, and or throw some words in there that pop into your head, some direction that you want to go in, and use it like a sigil. And you can go out and do this in the dirt, right? And just see what you can see. It's a beautiful thing to do, to go to the beach and draw one in the sand, in the tide line, because it's not going to last. The wave will come in and wash it away, and it will be out there in the universe just like that. And it'll come back to you. That's how this whole thing works. You've got to put that energy into it. So for you to have that kind of energy that you need, that lightness and loveliness and happy high vibe through hard work and otherwise, it doesn't matter how you get there. It is you storing that into your vessels in order to have something to draw on when you're manifesting. So here you are. just getting into the power of your unconscious mind. So as an 8 of clubs, you here in this Leo third decan, you're incredibly grounded, incredibly sure of yourself. However, maybe it's to a fault, and that is why you're being given this as a way of growing through it, because your catch 22 and being an 8 is that you can be so locked into a certain way of thinking. You are a fixed sign. It is a little harder for you to believe that there is another way of doing things. You have such dynamism. I mean, it is just the word for you, and enthusiasm to get to the most truth that you can find. But you need to turn that and look inward to do the same thing. So you can do that through these scribbles, through meditation, right? And that way it gives you something. You come up with answers to problems you didn't even know you had, solutions to things that you hadn't even thought about. It's beautiful, really, to do it that way. So symbols, memories, hunches, whatever comes to you during that, it only takes a minute. It just doesn't take very long at all. And then you just sit and contemplate. Beautiful to do that and see what comes up for you, because that will give you something to work on. Let's find out how you're to work on it. Spirit and nature, we've got the Queen of Hearts. Okay, so this is where I really like to get into the chart of you, because every 8 of clubs has the same birth chart, but all of your planets and your nodes of the moon and the ecliptic are all going to be in a different place. So that's where your real answers, if you can get there, will give you so much more depth to what I'm about to share. So for you, our diamonds, which is all up in this, how you gather and heighten your energies, your high vibe, they love to see you on your ecliptic path. They love to see you venturing into your Rahu and embracing your sun sign. So for you, 8 of clubs, your sun sign is that 6 of diamonds, very intuitive and very good at finding success after hard work. And you are no slouch. You get in there, you embrace the hard work, and you do a beautiful job, and it's recognized. Beautiful. And you get there, right? Part of that journey is that ecliptic card, which is the 3 of clubs. So for you, you are on the path of always bigger thinking, bigger ideas, which is a big thing for an 8 of clubs, because you are that lofty thinker. And how do you get there? How do you get all those ideas and know what direction to take things in? The Queen of Diamonds in your Rahu helps you quite a bit. She is a strong energy, this beautiful feminine energy that just is confident and cultured. These are all the things that you are striving to really go and explore for yourself, to initiate those into your own persona. So all of that creativity and the maneuvering, she's a thrifty energy, this feminine energy, and it's softer and it comes a little more gentle, even though it's a diamond suit and they can be pretty rough and ready. I really sense that that's not the case here, that you are looking to seriously take on everything that is going to heighten this for you, this experience here on Earth. And what comes out of left field? What is your catch-22? Well, it's the 7 of clubs. And that's not an easy card. And at its best, you get these bolts of clarity that are just undeniable. It's more of a masculine suit, and they come through a little rougher, a little more in your face. And sevens, they are that gateway card that you broke through. You are now an 8. So you know what that is. It's familiar to you. It is what always catches you up. It has everything to do with your DNA and what you've brought with you to clear through. And, every chance you get to do that, that's that 7 of clubs coming through for you. Just the way it works. It is hard work paying off. It's staying in a positive attitude no matter what. And it's staying out of that victim's mode. So being, shaming either yourself or seeing that in other people, and not stepping into jump into the defender, right? Because sometimes that can get you into hot water when you're so ready to, as a Leo, to do exactly that. You have that natural tendency to want to. So, yeah. That's where it comes from. So you don't want to be the perpetrator either, by going in there and starting trouble for people who maybe need that, but is it your place to deliver it? I don't know. Something for you to discover. Anyhow, this is you embracing exactly all of that with this queen energy of the heart suit. She knows where to bring it and how to bring it and how long to bring it, and nature, nurture, just understanding that whole ball of wax and being able to maneuver it. This super creative. Neptune energy, it is just so dreamy and fluid. It's beautiful. So there you have it. This is you just delving into where you are naturally being drawn to go, given the green light to go and do this. But I really do think that the symbols and memories and hunches are going to play a big part for you. It will bring up things that you hadn't even thought of, and that's a great tool for an 8 of clubs to experiment with. All right, let's see what you got for the Wishcraft card. Moon wishes. The moon shows me patience. And yes, we probably have some direction as to where we want to head into the next week or two with that full moon coming up. We're just a few days past the new moon, so now's the time to really focus on where you want to go. It's a big full moon that's coming up. It is a blue moon. We had a full moon on the 1st, and now we're getting another on the 30th. So we need that, and be sure to set your moon water bottles out for that one as well. And we'll get there from here, but you can set some pretty lofty ideals for you to put into place, some manifestation. Dive into this, see if you can't build that well up, get it full, high vibration, feel good about yourself, that you're doing the good work in the right way. Oh, I love the Queen of Hearts. She is all about getting there with all of that loving kindness. Just show that to yourself, and yeah, you're good to go. Really beautiful. All right, well, happy birthday. I hope this works for you. It's super, and hope you have a great year. Carpe diem, everyone. It's going to be fun to figure out what this is that we can improve upon our well being and get through it. We'll find our true grit. I know we will. All right. And as always, happy creating.